Greetings one and all, welcome back to the channel. We are doing, I can't talk, part number 3 of my Farming Simulator 22 debt recovery challenge slash money making challenge. Because obviously if you're watching it up till this point, and I'm assuming this isn't your first time you're watching me, we've already done the debt recovery. We have paid off our debt in its entirety. We are now aiming for 100 million bank balance, which is in the top right hand corner. For a recap of what we've been doing in part number 102, I will throw something up on the screen very shortly, around about now. Pause the video, have a read of that. That's a very brief diary, journal, entry type thing of all the tasks that we worked on, whether that be during the episode or off camera. I haven't really done that much off camera, I've just moved some vehicles around. Nothing spectacularly interesting. The only bit of serious work I did was making sure that the silage was fully topped up. So 3 million litres of silage in the BGA. The other million of silage that we produced from our fermenters, which are around somewhere. There they are. That silage is now being stored in our silo truck there. Should be finished by now. Yep, it's done. So we've got 1 million litres of silage in store ready for cow feed. We've got a teeny tiny bit of grass, we've got a little bit of pig food, we've got 340,000 litres of seeds, and we have 800,000 litres of lime. This thing has a huge capacity. I can't remember exactly how much it is. I think it's like 20 million or something. But it's massive, so we're okay. I don't need to worry about space for a while, and even if I do, we can always use the extension silo thingies to extend the capacity if we need to, but hopefully we don't. So on the agenda for today, well, let's see. Baling is important. Number 5 needs its bales picked up. Well, actually number 5 needs baling and then its bales picked up. Number 14 needs baling and its bales picked up. 14 will need a lime, I do believe. Yep. That will then need fertilizing, ploughing, and stone picking. Northwestern chaff is ready to be seeded. Field number 3 is having its stones picked now. It's been fertilized stage 1 and ploughed. And obviously we've got to do all that again on field number 5, but we're not going to. We're leaving number 5 alone. I did say this in part 102. We'll go over it again just in case we've got people that aren't actually familiar about what it is I've been doing on my long-term plans. We are going to link 5 and 6 together as soon as 6 is ready to go, which will be in the next day or month if you prefer. So we are in September. So as soon as we move into October, we'll harvest up 6 and then I will plow these 2 together, linking them in the middle. And that will be one really big field. This one's going to be oat, I think. We're going to be linking 15, 16, and 17 together. That will be barley or wheat. Don't know which yet. And number 18, which we have extended, which is why it looks so weird and not a nice, neat rectangle. That will be barley or wheat, whichever one that one isn't. And that will give us a near constant supply of straw, which we need. We need it for the cows because they're eating food at a phenomenal rate. They will be out of food by the end of the day. As will they. They're going down rapidly, and I don't want them to run out simply because they're making me an enormous amount of milk. I mean, look at that milk. 83,000 litres of milk in that one. 83,000 litres of milk in that one. And that's the standard on screen on map cow barn of 4,500 litres. Teeny tiny amount when you could take it into consideration, but you have to also take in consideration 40 cows in that one, 750 cows in each of these. So of course they're going to make more. Of course they are. They're now at capacity because I shrunk the slatted cow sheds down to 750 max. It's going to be altered again when we start our next playthrough so that it goes up in increments of 60 so that it makes life a lot easier for the projects that I have upcoming after we're done with this one, but that will be discussed at a much later date. So, format, if you're not familiar, I'm going to do some work. I'm going to throw you guys on pause. I'm going to go around, I'm going to do some work. I'll bring you back. I'll take you off pause. We'll have a little chat, quick catch up, show off what we've been doing. Back on pause. For you, it'll be instantaneous. It'll be blink. You get the idea. I'm sure you've seen other format videos like this. but it just enables me to do an awful lot of work but keep the video times relatively small. I try to aim for about 30 to 45 minutes so that it doesn't get too boring. I try to make it as interesting as I can in that time frame. Hopefully I'm doing a good enough job. If I'm not, then in the comments please, and let me know what I'm doing wrong. So, work. Baling. Baling is the name of the game today. I'm going to be keeping an eye on number 3. I will be moving a seeder to start the seeding process. I think we've got the saddle track hooked up. Yeah. So he will be moved first. Starting the engine would be a good start. So I'm going to get to work. I'm going to throw you guys on pause, and I'll bring us back probably when we're done with the baling. And we'll see what we can do with the bales. Before we go, bales. TMR mixers, they all need straw. They all absolutely need straw. I think even the first one that we placed there, he needs straw, but he does have 200,000 litres of TMR in there, so we're going to need to get the bucket so that we can top up our cows. So many jobs. So many jobs. Right, so yeah, we're going to need straw. We're going to need to get it on the farm. It probably won't go to the BGA. And we're going to be moving bales around, so we're going to be using the pallet fork. Bales getting dumped in those two. Bales getting dumped in this one over here. And we want to get our pig food. Pig food? No, that won't help us. We want to get our cow food producing as fast as humanly possible so that we can build up a surplus. I want a surplus. I want enough to go and feed all our cows in their entirety throughout the whole day and be able to dump excess into the farm silo for storage. If we can accomplish that, then we're doing really good. I may need to put more feeders on the map. Possibility. I don't know. We haven't actually managed to get those 2 new ones up and working yet, so today is sort of an experiment, but hopefully they will produce enough that will build up that excess that we want. So there we go. You guys are going to go on pause. I'm going to get on with seeding, baling, and field preparations, and I'll bring us back when something significant happens, or we get to a block where I feel the need to show off what we've been doing. It will probably be maybe when we've done the seeding of this field. I say the AI is going to do it for me because I'm a lazy bugger. No, I've got my own jobs to do. So yeah, there's the plan. So, bumpy ground. I was going to start on this side, but I've got a funny feeling if I do, he's going to try and seed that field on the final pass. So let's start in this side. And if he makes any mistakes, we can just go back and correct it. Right. On to pause, you guys go. We'll get some work done. I'll bring you back. So, for you, blink of an eye. And we'll speak again real soon. So, see you shortly. Righty then, we are back, and we have made progress. Decent progress, I think. Field number 5 is ready to go, as in it's been baled. And the straw has been gathered, and it's all been picked up, and it's all been dropped off. And field 14 has also been baled up, and we are doing the last line of bales now. A significant number of bales. You can just see them in the farm, just up in the top part of the screen there. You can just see the large stacks of bales. It's a truly impressive amount of bales. It's going to take quite some time to empty all these out, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'm really curious to see how many we get left over from filling up all of the TMR. I'm hoping we can fill up all of the TMR, because of course we need to fill up the pens as well. So can we get all this? I have no idea, but it's gonna be fun. The sorghum is complete. The seeder is he's shut down up there, and he's done a pretty decent job as far as I can tell. Let's get this one into the yard. I don't want to get him in the way too much, because obviously we've got to get a tractor in here, so we'll just stop him there. Just make sure he's not collecting, because we don't want to go past with the bales. I need to get auto-loaded back on the trailer. But there we go. 3 huge stacks of bales. I think it's 88 bales per load. So that's 100, 160, 196 plus 88, which my maths is terrible, so I'm not even going to try and work that out. And a few more here. So lots and lots of bales. Each forager requires 500,000 litres, and the cowsheds need their stuff as well. So, intriguing amount. We're going to have to wait and see. New mod is going to be tested out today. This one, the Skoma, I think that's how you pronounce it. This one's the TSA version. It's a mod. It's not developed by me, but it is edited by me. Its original capacity was 260,000 litres. No, that's what its capacity is now. Its original capacity was 26,000 litres. I modified it. Hopefully. I haven't tested to see whether it works yet or not, but I modified it to be 260,000 litres. If I've done it right, it's a big if, but if I've done it right, I've gotten stuck in it. Okay. If it's been done right, then that will be 260,000 litres, and it will be able to drive around as normal because we turned the mass off. That's the theory. Whether or not that's true, we'll find out at some point, hopefully in this episode. I need to free up a truck, and the only way I'm going to do that... Actually, no, I do have a truck available. Yeah. But I need to find some time, so we need to catch up on field work. Once we're done with the field work, we can have a little play, and I'm definitely going to take a really good look at that one. I'm hoping it works out well, because we desperately need something... Are you getting the edge of that field? You're not, are you? We need something to move the slurry a little bit more efficiently. Push that a little bit further out wide. Missed a teeny tiny bit of lime there. There's nothing to really worry about, but we don't want to do that too often. Yeah, we need to move the slurry around a bit more productively. Because we're just dealing with such large numbers that the little the saddle track trailer, while I love it, I really do. The design looks really great. It's 30,000 litre capacity. It's just an awful lot of backwards and forwards in one. We don't need to if we can find a mod that works for us. Is it realistic? God, no. Hell no. There's no trailer in the world that can hold that kind of weight and safely move around. If you try to take a corner while carrying that kind of amount of liquid, you would cause significant damage when the truck rolled over. If you could even get it to move, I doubt there's a truck in the world that could pull that kind of trailer. But no, it's a game, so I don't care. As long as I'm happy and I'm enjoying myself and I'm having fun, that's all that matters. And as long as I can do things in an efficient, enjoyable way, that is exactly what I'm going to do. So, that is lime pass number 1 done. I'm going to keep you guys here whilst I do the liming, and then we are going to go back on pause. I think we're going to need 2 passes here. This field is bigger than it looks. I always assumed this was quite a small field, but it really isn't. It is huge. Once we're done with the liming, it needs fertilizing, and the tractor is over there ready to go. It will need ploughing, the tractor is over there ready to go, and then it will need stone picking. We have 1 stone picker just over by the farm, but I'm definitely going to be implementing 2 on this field, possibly maybe even dragging in 3 just to speed the process up, because it is a large field and we want to get this done as quickly as possible so we can move into the next day. The quicker we get into the next day, the quicker we can make more money, and that is the aim of the game for the time being. At some point I think we're going to need to top up this lime machine. It's doing really well, but we're down to 36%. We definitely got the lime, we know that. It's just a case of remembering to get it there and get it unloaded. Get it unloaded? That's not right. Get it loaded. Unloading it would be somewhat counterproductive. And of course we need to get our cows fed. I imagine they're probably getting very close to being empty now. Let's have a quick look at that whilst he's trundling along. So I think they're eating about 10,000 litres an hour. I think. I'd need to pay a lot closer attention to it, but I'm pretty certain it's somewhere around about 10,000 litres an hour. That's 24 hours, 10,000 litres, 240,000 litres a day. I think that's right. That's a lot of feed. That is an awful lot of feed. So we need to be producing, if that's right, if that's right, we need to be producing 750,000 litres worth of cow feed every single day. I honestly don't know how, or if that's even possible. I mean, what do we need? We need grass, which I'm kind of regretting putting in the the foraging, the fermenters now. We need grass, we need straw, and we need silage. Catch-22, you need the grass for the silage, but you need grass for the feed, and yeah. Oh, we may need to commit some fields to grass. Which is really going to suck. Oh well, that will require some pondering. It's just occurred to me I could have actually gotten the fertilizer going whilst I was doing this, but never mind. And I do want to pay attention to this field a bit more, because these little plough marks, they're not mine. That's the AI not doing its job and not paying close attention. So we're definitely going to be keeping an eye on him to make sure that he does the job properly this time, so that the entire field gets seeded and not just missing little bits at the end when there's no need to. Right, so this one goes back to the farm. So preparation work is underway. We've got to move the bales. I'm going to be doing this all off camera because it is a significant amount of bales. As you saw, we're going to be at this for quite some time. So I'll stick you guys back on pause. I'll bring you back probably when I'm done with the bales. And we'll see just how much of the straw capacity we managed to fill with. We're going to need a lot. If we can top up, let's do a quick reference before I hit the pause button. We need 750,000 litres to entirely top up our TMR bins. Because they're all three of them empty on straw. We know that. Empty. 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 Right. We also need slotted sheds 1 and 2. Well, they're okay for straw, but they're going to need topping up. And I think that holds 1 million litres of straw. There's no way we're filling those up entirely. There's just no way. There's no way there is over 3 million litres worth of straw sitting in those piles. Not a chance in hell. And that one is not doing too bad for straw, so we don't need to worry about that. So, but we would like to get that out of red and somewhere into yellow, or preferably green. So at the very least, we need 750,000 litres of straw for the TMR, and we need to top up these bunkers a little bit, as well as stockpiling a little bit. So let's see how we go. And yeah, this is going to be tough work. Although I can't start because it's just occurred to me that I put the wrong tractor going on the fertilizer. Our little workhorse is doing the fertilizing, and he's the only one with a front loader capacity, and our front loader's sitting there, and we need it for the bales. So a little another screw up on my part, but never mind. We will solve the problem. We'll just wait. I've got other tasks to do in the meantime. So yeah, I'll bring you guys back when we're done moving the bales around, and we'll see what's left at the end. So blink of an eye for you, whole lot of work for me. So be right back. Alrighty, ready. Busy. We are insanely busy. We have been doing a lot of work. I can't decide whether I get on with this trailer or not. I know it's very long, and it does tend to make the trucks bend and twist, especially on bumpy, hilly fields, which isn't the best idea in the world. But I do like the fact it can hold an awful lot. Damn, I forgot to reset it. Oh, apparently all did it all by itself. Okay. So we had 3 full stacks of bales, 9,000 litres per bale, 88 bales in a stack. That is 792,000 litres times 3. It's a lot. It's an awful, 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 awful lot. What we did is we cut it. We cut it all up. Well, we didn't cut it all up, but we cut the stacks up, and we moved a lot around. Yeah, it's gone all over the place. It really has. We have. I'm just trying to get the milk sorted here. And get the things up and working. Oop, wrong button. There we go. Right, he's topping up the milk. So, TMR mixer number 1, maxed out, and he's got a bale. I don't know whether I can get up there to show it to you. What am I doing? You've got a bale sitting there, waiting to be chopped up. It's in the hopper. We can't do anything with it. It will eventually just get chewed in, as you can see the straw numbers flickering there because it's constantly being topped up. So that is now working. It is producing TMR for us. Over here, the workhorse has been doing really good work, as you can see. Tracks all over the place. We have TMR number 2. I don't know whether you can actually rename these. Off and working, finally. And TMR number 3, same. So we have 3 mixers, all off and working. We have 584,000 litres of straw in this one. And we have these bales, which were the odd numbers, ready to be chopped up. We have topped up slatted shed number 1. So our straw is now at 524,000 litres. Our food is at 144,000 litres, and if my maths is right, that isn't enough to go a whole day. The straw for slatted shed number 2 is in need of our attention, and attention it is going to get. We are going to rip these shreds. Oh god, we're going to rip these bales to shreds using this wonderful machine. Again, I'm going to miss this when the map is done. I am seriously considering downloading a modified version and recreating this myself, because it's just done so well. A proper little machine, so very handy, and perfect for this kind of work. I don't think we're going to get a full wagon out of this. I think we're going to come up a little short. That's okay though. Before I dump into the cows, a little over 200,000 litres. Let's just have a look at the sheep. Don't need straw. The pigs, nah, they're okay for straw. They're okay for straw. Excellent. Right then, so this goes into slatted shed number 2, which is over here. Don't hit the lights, don't hit the lights. Well done. Bravo. Good job. I wish this thing would pick up manure. It'd make cleaning in there so much easier. Never mind. Now, straw being added in. I don't know whether it will actually show up. There it is. It's just showing up inside the shed. See it here. Filling up. We're not going to get a whole lot in here, because the capacity is huge. It's massive. There we are. Job done. No straw to go in the BGA, unfortunately. Unless we commit what's in that trailer, which actually might be a sensible option. What have we got? We've got 500,000 in that one, 400,000 in that one. I think that's probably going to be enough. The slurry is building up nicely. How about the pigs? How's that slurry doing? Next to nothing and next to nothing. And they don't make slurry. Okie dokie. Yep. Okay, so that's going well. we turn the auger off. So we've got 584,000 litres of straw. We won't have any excess, but we can move this to the VGA. Pity that this thing won't hold slurry. It would save us an awful lot of time. So this goes to VGA and we'll dump that, and that will be another chunk of money coming our way. And then we're just waiting on the seeding pretty much. Once these stone pickers are off and working, I only put 2 on the field in the end, and they're doing a great job. They're going to be done in next to no time, and then it's just the seeding need doing, and then we are ready to skip into October. And we're about an hour away from rain, but we've got all our significant gathering work done, so even if it does start raining, it's not going to stop us. So yeah, that is compartment number 2. Oh, no, 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 no. Whoa, 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 whoa. There. Is that going to go? That's going to go. There we go. Right then. So that's topping up. And there we go. So silage is producing electrical charge, methane, and digestate. Cut sugar beets is producing electrical charge, methane, and digestate. And now straw is producing. Slurry isn't producing at the minute because there's just no slurry in there, but there will be. Oh boy, will there be. Right. For the time being, I don't know whether does dairy need milk? Does the other dairy need milk? Dairy. Bakery, he needs a little bit of milk. The dairy doesn't. And our newer dairy, yeah, he could do with a bit more. So we'll top him up, and then we're going to play with our new mod. Somewhere around here. There we go. We're probably going to have an excess of milk, which means we get to sell it. Are we? Could we? Or is it going to take it all? Oh, look at that. 91,000 litres of milk excess. That is product we do not need. We have no more requirements for milk, unless of course we expand one of the factories, in which case we could just put it in. I don't think we really need to do that. Or maybe we could. So there we go, it's hooked up well. And now for the test. Will this thing hold 260,000 litres of slurry and still be usable? Well, that's 24,000 litres. And it's not clipping. Oh, look at that, the wheels turn independently. Oh, that's really good. This mod is available on the official store. It's probably available elsewhere as well, but generally I tend to stick to the official mod hub for my modifications, simply because they're vetted well. I like this one so far. That is 46,000 litres, almost 47,000 litres, so we're well past its standard build. And it is behaving itself. No problems yet. $54,000. Looking good so far. Now, can we get at this without unloading it? Not looking good so far. No, I don't want to unload, I want to reload. There we go. Thank you. Good to know. Wonderful job. Up, up, up it goes. Past the 120,000 marker. That's the 160,000 mark. I don't actually know how much is left in here. 130,000 litres left in our slurry pit, which looks really cool. It's come out quite well. And that's just standard stuff. That's not modded in any way. That's all exactly as you get when just placing it. We're definitely going to hit the max capacity of this trailer. Now what the stone picker's doing. Yeah, they're fine. %. Oh, got about 40,000 litres to go, so we'll definitely snatch all that. $260,000 litres of slurry in the trailer, which is 10 times its original capacity. And it's driving. No problems whatsoever. It's loaded well. It's not compressed down on the wheels. It's not attempting to flip itself over because it's just way too overweighted. That's good. I like that. That's really, really cool. Very happy that the simple modification I did worked. Let's not hit the other truck. I don't think he'd be too happy if we did that. Get it there? No. Oh, screw it. Let's move the other truck. Go. Arms folding in. Let's see. Can we go overload at some point, or do we have to go further across? Do we have to go over there, perhaps? I can't remember. It's been set. There we are. So long since I've had to unload slurry. So, PGA. Slurry is off and working. Look at it go. I don't think that's 1 million capacity, is it? Looking like we had a smaller number in mind for that. I'm thinking about 500,000. And I'm thinking that's too small. We might need to up that number to 1 mil or 5 mil perhaps, because we're going to deal with a lot of slurry. But regardless, there we go. The slurry is over halfway full. Modification successful. Look this one up on the mod store. Brilliant trailer, even without my modifications. It looks good, and it hauls really, really well. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. That will be a regular visitor on my maps. Very happy with that. I can't wait to see how it does with the standard truck, because obviously this is a modification truck, and I won't be using this one again. I am deeply, deeply impressed with the MAN trucks. And I think they'll do just fine for what I want, so it'll be good to see how this one behaves with a standard truck. Oops. Go. Right, so dairy, what are we going to do? We could sell the excess and make a ton of money. What is it, 91,000 litres of milk? That ain't no joke. I'm going to stop this stone picker because his friend is coming up behind and he's going to get that last row. So rather than risk them hitting each other, which they will, because they like doing that, we will just halt them. Oh, hello, what's going on up there? Why has that bit been missed? keep an eye on that. Yeah, so he's going to do one more pass and then we are good to go. Wing up. There. More stones for the collection? No, we're not dumping the stones in the silo. That's a terrible, terrible idea. There. Right, okay, so final segment of the... Oh yeah. Of the episode, because I have rambled on for quite some time here. In fact, we're well over target, so I think perhaps we ought to call it there. So we will let him finish up with the stone picking, and then that'll be the end of the episode. Because yeah, I ran that on a lot longer than I intended to. I didn't mean to carry on waffling like that. I do apologise. Hopefully you got some enjoyment out of it though. So I'm going to let him finish, and that's where I'm going to wrap the episode up. So I will say thank you all very much for joining me. Really hope you enjoyed it. Throw us a comment if you feel like it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check me out on Facebook. Come say hello. That would be awesome. Other than that, guys, have yourself a fantastic day. And I will catch you all on the next one. You take care.